guys. So we talked about the coins yesterday, about US, the 4 most commonly used coins. Today I'm going to talk about the bills of the United States. I actually had to take notes because there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know, so I might have to stop and refer to my notes real quick. But I've got some common use bills and then some not so common bills. And then there's also the $100 bill, which I don't have because, I just don't have cash on me like that, and I'm not a millionaire. I feel like only millionaires have $100 bills, not Mrs. Fair. So we're gonna start with the $1 bill. The $1 bill looks like this. On the front is George Washington, and we talked about him yesterday during the coins. He was the first president of the United States, and he was one of our founding fathers. On the front of the $1 bill, it says the United States of America, $1. It's got like different symbols here, and then we have 4 ones in the corners of this quadrilateral bill. On the back of the $1 bill, and you could actually spend like hours looking at these bills if your parents let you hold their money and look at it. There's some really cool stuff. It says, "In God we trust." One over here, there's this cool pyramid with an eye at the top. And over here is the American eagle, which is our nation's bird and a symbol of our nation. And again, on all 4 corners, it has a 1. So that's the $1 bill. The next, this is not a common bill at all. This is the $2 bill. And I have these $2 bills. I have had them for a long time. I just keep them because I kind of think they're super cool. So this is a $2 bill. On the $2 bill is Thomas Jefferson. He was the 3rd president of the United States of America, and we talked about him in the coins. And he was one of the founding fathers who wrote the Declaration of Independence declaring our freedom from England. So that's Thomas Jefferson in the middle. And we've got 2 all the way around, United States of America, $2. This is Jefferson, and here's his picture. And on the back, there's actually, it's called the Constitutional Congress. And this is a piece of art that someone painted or drew of the founding fathers getting together, writing the Declaration of Independence in 1776, which is really cool. And then it has 2 all the way around. So I'm gonna have Gabe just kind of focus in on that $2 bill so you can see that painting on the back. So if you ever get your hands on one of these, they're so cool. Like, there's just such neat detail in the $2 bills. So we've got a $1 bill and a $2 bill. The $1 bill is common. We see them quite a bit circulating when people are paying for things. You probably have held or seen or spent dollars. $2 bills are less common. If you find a $2 bill, save it, because someday it'll be worth a lot of money because they don't make $2 bills anymore. So it's just, plus it's super cool. The next bill we're going to talk about is a $5 bill, and Abraham Lincoln is on the $5 bill. He was the 16th president, and he was the president when slavery ended in the United States of America. He was the president during the Civil War, which ended slavery in the United States of America. And it's got, again, the eagle over here. It's got a symbol of the eagle here. He's got stars here and here. And then on the back, this is the Lincoln Memorial, which is in Washington, D.C. If you ever get a chance to go, it's so cool. And inside the Lincoln Memorial, it's like this huge building, and you can see, if Gabe can like really get in there, there's like a little statue of Abraham Lincoln. But when you get there to the actual monument, Abraham Lincoln's huge, and this building is huge. So kind of neat. And then up here in yellow, which I don't know if Gabe will be able to get, there's just like all these little 5s in yellow. Can you see that, Gabe? In the corner.
Kind of.
To authenticate that it's real. So this is a common bill that your parents might have in their wallets or in their purses, is a $1 bill and a $5 bill. The next common bill we have is a $10 bill. And on the back is the US Treasury, where they make money in the United States of America. This actually could be recycled, because see how it's torn and it's really ripped and ragged. It says on the back, there's US Treasury, "In God we trust," and that's the Treasury building. It says United States of America. On the front, I love this. This is my favorite part of the $10 bill. That's actually the Statue of Liberty's torch that she holds up in the air, if you see that in red there. And on the front is Hamilton. Hamilton, I have to refer to my notes. He was the first person that was in charge of our treasury, which is why there's U.S. Treasury in the back, which is the place in our nation where we keep track of money going in and money going out and printing money. He was not a president of the United States of America. He did fight in the Revolutionary War that made us able to free ourselves from England. So he was also one of the founding fathers, which is why he is on the $10 bill. So we have a $1 bill, a $5 bill, and a $10 bill. And those are common bills. And the last common bill, least common for me, is the $20 bill. And on here right now is Andrew Jackson. He is actually going to be replaced by Harriet Tubman, which we studied about quite a bit in school. And we know how amazing she is, how she helped so many slaves escape from the South prior to and during the Civil War. But for right now, the common circulated bill, the $20 bill, has Andrew Jackson on the front. He was the 7th president of the United States, and on the back of the bill is the White House, which is where presidents live. President Barack Obama lived there when he was president, and now Donald Trump lives there as president of the United States. On the front is a blue eagle right here. On the back, there's little yellow 20s. There's just so many cool little things hiding on bills. It's really neat to kind of just like look at them and study them. So this is also a pretty common bill in our money system. And the last bill, and the only reason I have this bill is because Gabe won it in a contest and he just keeps it in his piggy bank. So otherwise I would not have a $50 bill. I think it's a pretty common bill. I just don't ever have money on me. So on the back is the U.S. Capitol. That's where our congressmen meet to make and change laws. And on the front is Ulysses Grant. He was our 18th president. He also was a general in the Union Army, the Northern Army, during the Civil War, and he helped to fight to end slavery. So that's Ulysses S. Grant, and it's a $50 bill. And on the back, like I said, is the U.S. Capitol, and there's on both sides little yellow 50s. So kind of cool, neat stuff. So what I want you to do is see if your parents will let you, and this isn't, to me, that's an uncommon bill. I don't know. I don't know how much there are in circulation. I don't have a $100 bill. On the $100 bill is Benjamin Franklin. He was one of our founding fathers. He also helped to invent electricity, which is what we use to light things and have light, and you can plug things in because he was a very famous inventor. And there used to be a $500 bill. They haven't printed a $500 bill in 86 years. So if you ever see a $500 bill, it's worth way more than $500, and you should definitely not trade it into the bank for $500 because it's like very, very valuable. And then also there used to be a $1,000 bill. They haven't printed those in over 50 years. So again, I just think that people just don't have a lot of cash, and they don't have $1,000 bills and $500 bills. So, and I wish I had a $100 bill because I'd like to look at it and see what Benjamin Franklin looks like on the outside. Maybe at some point I'll see if I can trade all this money in for a $100 bill just to look at it. It'd be kind of cool. Let's see how much I have here. 50 plus 20, 50, 60, 70, plus another 10 would be 80, plus 5 would be 85, plus 2 would be 87, plus 1 more would be 88. So I don't have enough here yet to get a $100 bill. Plus I couldn't trade in Gabe's $50 prize money. But if I could, I would, and I traded in for a $100 bill so I could see what Benjamin Franklin looked like on the money. So cool, interesting information about money. And I'm going to put at the end of this lesson, I'm going to put money. You're going to count up the money. There's going to be bills and change. And you're going to dojo me how much money is in front of me. And I'm going to have 3 problems like that where I have bills and change, and you have to tell me how much money I have. So make sure you do your work. Send me a picture of it so I can take a look at it. And I love you, and I miss you, and bye. All right, guys. So on the next 3 pages, I have different dollar amounts. And what you're going to do is you're going to count up the amount of money. I always start with the largest bill. So here I'm going to start with the $20 bill, $20, $10, $1. The dollar sign here. Remember, we bring the dollar sign down for answer. 0 plus 0 is 0, plus 1 more is 1. Remember, I line up my 1s and my 10s, and 2 10s plus 1 10 is 3. So we have $31, but that's not our total answer because we need to look at our cents now. Down here I have 2 quarters. 25 plus 25 I know is 50 cents. Then I have a dime. That's 50 plus 1 more would be 60 cents. Plus 5 is 65 cents. Plus 1 more is 66 cents. So my total amount of money is, and the answer that you would write would be 30, oh, I'm going to do that in a different color. $31.66. That's how the answer is going to look. So here on this page, I have a $20 bill. I have 1, 2, 3, $4 bills. So 20 plus 4 would be our dollar amount. Then we have our decimal point, and then you have the change. This is a dime, which is worth 10. Then I have 2 quarters, so 25 plus 25 plus 1 plus 1. So you need to figure out how many dollars you have and how many cents you have. The cents will go here, the dollar amount will go there. So that's problem 1 for your assignment today. Then the last problem that I want you to do is count up our dollars first. So we have a $10 bill, 2 $5 bills, and 1, 2, $3 bills that will go on this side of the decimal point, on the left side of the decimal point. And then you have your change down here. You have a dime, which is worth 10 cents, and 2 pennies. And the change, the part of a dollar that you have, will go on the right-hand side of the decimal point. So write out your dollar and change amount, send me your work, and I will give you a point. This is problem 2 today, and this is problem 1. So I'm going to leave this here for 30 seconds, and you can always pause the video. That's what I always do, is I pause the video, I figure out my answer, write it down, then I go to the next problem, pause my video, and figure out that problem. So problem 1 is here. And problem 2 is here. So go ahead and pause your video, send me a picture of your work. I can't wait to see how well you did on this because I know how smart you are and amazing you are. Love you. Bye.